Welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. In this episode, we take on a tough rescue mission called Unlucky Expedition. A scout truck, trailer, and cabin are stranded high on a mountain ridge, and it's up to us to bring them down. The bandits' loose suspension makes every climb a challenge, and drifted snow makes the roads nearly impassable. Luckily, the Tatarin and the Tayga are ready to lend a hand. Let's get these trucks off the mountain and finish what we started. Hello and welcome back into another episode of SnowRunner. We are currently on the Frozen Frontier series. I just brought the Tatarin up here and refueled the bandit, and we are going to work on recovering a truck and trailer up here. I think it's a scout truck. The rendezvous. We need to deliver to the rendezvous. So this is for Unlucky Expedition. We need to get a trailer, cabin, and broken SUV, and we need to deliver those south of here, back down to that little town we just opened the bridges to. So we're gonna go up this way and see if we can find a way up the mountain here, so we can grab those and head. So we're gonna head up there and see if we can grab those and return those to their owner. Just gotta keep our eye out for a way up. I don't know for sure that there's a way up over here. I actually haven't been on this path yet, but we should hopefully be able to find a way. Looks like we've got a clearing kind of starting right up here. Do a little winch turn here. Broke it. Okay. So we'll start heading up this clearing and hopefully it'll lead up to those. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get the bandit up here and put the truck on the trailer and pull it out. I mean, the odds of that staying on the trailer or the trailer staying right side up are pretty low. So I may just pull one out with the bandit and pull another out with the Tuz 420 here. Let's see, so we have Yar 87, right? Isn't that what they're called? Let's see. Yeah, Yar 87. Up above, looks like we have the cabin trailer. So I wonder if the cabin's a cargo or if this is a new kind of trailer. I've hauled cabins before, and yeah, okay, yeah. So I think it's just a cabin on a trailer. I think that's all it is. So the cabin could fall off the trailer. So basically we're going to have to make 2 trips. Oof. Which is no big deal because we got 2 trucks right up here, so. So we just don't want to flip this over. I don't know. Yeah, surely that can come off the trailer. I think we could pull the cabin even if it did come off, but we gotta kind of ride the crest of this summit right here. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Let me see if I can actually pull that cabin. Man, I hope they didn't have breakables in there. On another map, you could actually pull the cabins. Doesn't look like that's an option. What's going on? Dang roadcraft controls. I've been playing roadcraft recently, trying to get through Soldier, and I'm about 80%. I haven't made any videos of that. I may at some point in the future, but right now just gonna stick to focusing on SnowRunner and Expeditions, a MudRunner game. We've been heading through the caves on the Sedona DLC map. It's been really fun. You don't really know what you're going to find in those caves. We're exploring a civilization, lost civilization, and we've been finding lots of petroglyphs and some cool stone archways, even some architecture. So it's been really a neat experience. I've enjoyed it. Maybe we can run through these branches. Try to find more of a direct shot down here to the road, so we don't get the trailer hung up on a tree. Where's the road exactly? Let's put a waypoint so I know when I'm there. Okay, we're like right there. There we go. Okay. Just leave it right there for a second. Need to get turned back around so we can take that down to the bottom of the hill. So I think I'll be able to put the cabin on the bandit and then hopefully drag the yard down while I pull the cabin down. Maybe we'll do both. Some deep mud there. Let's get hooked up to this trailer again, start pulling. So yeah, we'll bring the bandit up here and hopefully we can grab both those things and bring them down. And then I could probably put the cabin back on the trailer. I just needed to be more careful when I was up on that ridge or that mountain. Trailers down here. Let's shut this off and let's grab the bandit, and we're gonna drive up there and try to get both of those things. If we have to, we'll take the Tatarin back up there and pull the yard down, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think it was on the Yukon map where there was these cabins that you could pull as trailers. I think they were different than the other cabins though, so that makes sense. Okay, so I'll get the bandit back up top and we'll get it loaded. And I will meet up with you when we're loading it or when we're bringing it back down. Alright, well we started making the climb up here, but it hasn't been as easy as I thought. The bandit with its duals and these outriggers for the crane made it tough to fit through a lot of those trees. So I'm hoping I can navigate this ridge and we'll get up here, get that cabin loaded, then get back down. So it's not going to take much for us to throw off our balance in this. So we just need to be careful. Okay, so I think I'll try to park up on the top of this and see if I can snag that from down there. We want to get in a little bit better position than that though, don't we? Let's see, let's try to find some solid, something solid. That don't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad, so let's see if we can get down and grab that. Might be just out of our reach. Okay. Really kind of messed myself up by letting that thing roll down the hill like that. This ridge is leading me back to memories of a video I made a while back called, I think it's called something dumb like 3 trucks flipped and a rescue or something. I don't remember. It wasn't a very good name. I don't really look forward to driving down with this on here. See if it'll sit right there. Nope. Thank goodness for that quick attach there. Okay. Got it sitting there. Now let's pack it. Let's restore the crane first. Let's pack the cargo. Okay, now I am very nervous about this. Okay, that was... See how much this gives? And the suspension is so freaking springy on this. Alright, let's start moving. I don't know if I'm even going to risk grabbing that yar. I don't even know if I'm going to risk it. Should just try to get down the hill with this thing as fast as possible. I'm not even going to worry about dragging that down. I don't know. Should I try? It's going to cause me more problems. We'll see what happens if I can pull it. I'm just going to let it go because it's going to slow me down and make me flip. I'm going to have to come back up for that at another time. Man, this was not the right truck for this. Okay, so I'm going to ride right along the edge of this. We may not come out the same way we came up because it's going to have to be a terrain call. Put it into low. See, we cannot be doing that. We cannot be doing that. Okay, let's see if we can back up a little bit. Okay, we may have lost the load there, but we didn't lose the truck. I am totally playing with fire. I am totally playing with fire. What did I tell you? Oh my goodness. Okay, all this for just a little bit of positioning. Okay, let's just see what we can do. Okay. It's just not working. That is just not working. See if we can cut between these two trees. These freaking branches. You should be able to drive through there. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to drive through those branches. Like I said. Man, I have really done it. I have really freaking done it. I tell you what. Are you serious? The winch just snapped. I need to bring the Tatarin up there anyway to grab that yar. Man, that was so frustrating. What a terrible spot to have that bandit. That was just the worst. You know, it's so mobile until it's not. It's just so freaking tippy. The suspension on the thing is just so loose. That the bed shifts so much, it's just so easy to tip over. Okay. Let's see if we can get attached to this just right and maybe flip it over. Okay, let's see what happens. Come on, flip up. There we go. Okay, now what? Okay. Let's try to pull forward a little bit. Okay, now we'll back up a little bit. Okay, now where's that road? We are way off that road. Okay. Road. Let's make a marker. It's right there. See, how come the winch didn't break there? But it did over there. I really need you to let me through here. Okay, we're on the path. Wow, that was something. Okay, how much fuel do we have? 8 gallons. Not much. Let's see how far we can get out of here before we run out of fuel. Because we're going to have to grab the 420, then grab that Yar, drag it down the mountain, and then try to split the fuel with this and get them delivered. Let's see. This goes to the rendezvous point too, I'm sure. Hopefully there's not a second one. Hopefully could you imagine if I had to take it back up the mountain? Oh, I'd be so irritated. I know sometimes there's multiple delivery points, so if I take this all the way out of here for nothing, that would be, you know, pretty amazing. Okay, let's try to up the power a little bit here on our low gear. Man, see how much that cargo just sways. Just sways. Okay. About to lose my ability to winch to anything to save myself, so I mean, this is all fairly flat, but it doesn't take much in this thing. Once the cargo gains momentum and it starts going, it goes. How much fuel we got? We got 4 gallons. Let's stop the engine here. Let's get in the Tatarin, which is almost out of fuel. We have 34 gallons. Okay, we'll head up the mountain, grab the Yar. I must admit, this has turned into be a lot more complicated job than I thought it was going to be. The clearest path is not the easiest path with that bandit. Holy cow. Okay, so, oh, there might be fuel in this truck. That might actually save us. Let's see. Let's see, this thing has some fuel for us. No, of course. Of course it's out of fuel. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. That's fine. We can always bring a fuel truck up or something if we need it. I might have to bring another truck to deliver that cabin anyway. Who knows? I won't be able to do cargo management, I don't think, with either of these vehicles. Unless it gives us the Yar as payment. Okay, so we'll head straight down here. We should be able to get on our way much faster with this. I don't have to worry quite as much about this tipping over. Here we go. We're almost out of the woods. For now. If I could at least pull this trailer, sure help us get this done faster. I think I can pull this down. I think we'll get as far as we can with this before we need to put fuel in it, and then we'll move a little bit over. With that rock, hopefully we split. Okay, good. We split that rock just right. Okay, let's see. We only have 3 gallons of fuel. We're gonna coast down here and see how far we can get. Careful, 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 careful. Oh. Man, look at that. Cabin rock. The cabin's rocking, don't come knocking. I think we're just about out of fuel. Of course. Try to get that flip back over quick. I don't want to drag it, I want to flip it up. There you go, there you go. Don't go too far, don't go too far, don't go too far. There you go, okay. You know what though? I could maybe... I don't know if this would be worth it or not. I could maybe pin it down with this. Is that going to hold it any better? I could pin it like that. Whoops, I just tried to turn my lights on the expedition's way. Okay, we got the cabin. Alright, let's just stop that right here. Stop the engine. Let's get the 420. Okay, how much fuel do we have left in this? 8 gallons. This is going to be so freaking close. Okay. Now I'm going to take this trailer down. There's a car down there. I'm going to take this trailer down here so he can connect to that. Head back up and get the Yar. 6 gallons, not much fuel. I mean, what do we have? I don't think we have any vehicles close. Oh, we have a truck down here. We have the Tayga. But I think we're going to need something to connect to that. Not necessarily, because I can unload the cabin off of the... I can actually unload the cabin off of the bandit there. We have 5 gallons. Can I get up there and back? I don't think so. I don't think I can. Okay, so we're going to make the executive decision to give that all of our fuel. Okay, we're going to give that all the fuel. Okay, actually, we need to get the fuel in this one. Okay, now have that. Okay, we're going to hook to that. We're gonna take this down there, drop it off. Hopefully, we can get some fuel from the Tayga. Go back and recover what we need. We just got to be careful, which we should run into no more obstacles. I don't think here. Should be good. Should be smooth sailing. And actually, I could just take the Tayga back up. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's take the Tayga back up and go grab that. Well, I think that'll work out. Holy cow, I mean, that's crazy. This has been a crazy episode. The important thing is I think we're still going to get it completed. I might have fuel in this trailer, too. I might have emptied it, though. It's starting to look like I may have emptied it. Refuel. Yeah, it's empty. Must have used it all in the episode 6. Maybe that was 7. Okay, so we'll just leave that right there for now. Let's go ahead and shut this off. Let's switch to the Tayga, which has 41 gallons of fuel. Okay, now we are going to head up. We're going to head out of town, cross the bridges, go up the mountain a little ways and grab that Yar and bring it down. And get this mission complete. I think the pay is going to be low for this. I had fun though. That was really fun. Couldn't stop sliding. Thought I was gonna hit those and flip. Very rough with that springy bandit. Glad the Tayga was there. I don't think we would have been able to get it. I think we would have had just about enough fuel to get back to... Did I get it or not? I think I would have had about just enough fuel to get back to the bridge and probably wouldn't have had enough. Okay, there we go. Alright. Take a little nap here on the road. Let's start it again. It was a full day's job recovering that. Usually try to do at least a couple missions per episode, but I think this episode is just going to be that one. Sure had fun though. Between this series and my expedition series, man, they have me busy. They have me pretty busy. When I was over here, it looked like it was going to be kind of a tight spot to get these into, but we'll see. Maybe it wasn't as tight as I thought. Definitely looks kind of tight. Really? I guess I didn't see that little bit of concrete there, but... Okay, so... A little unorthodox way here, but we're just going to lift this thing up and get it into the area. Okay, what does that say? Okay, so we got credit for that. Now we just need to get the SUV. I know I'm forcing it, but it's bedtime and I need to wrap this up. Deliver to the rendezvous cabin. So let's put the cabin on the truck, on the trailer. Alright, let's see if we can back up in there enough to get in the yellow box. Come on. Alright, let's pull this stupid thing back out and see if we can get in there and unload the cabin. That is ridiculous. This is the worst delivery I've ever seen in this game. I mean, I get it. You're supposed to put the cabin on the trailer, probably back the trailer in, but it's tight. Okay. Holy cow. What would we ever do without you? Thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, we finished that up. We're now at 16% in Amur. But that is going to wrap up this episode of the Frozen Frontier here in SnowRunner. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like. I'm sure you have comments, so if you have comments on the episode, oh, let me hear it. Tell me how terrible I am. You know what, actually, you're really bad at decision making. I'll understand. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you want to see more content like this in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you can hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of my future uploads, so you won't miss them. I think most people are notified anyway, but hit the notification bells. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you on the next one.